Aerodrome and alienbase price update, and one meme coin with crazy upside potential. My name is mikemadz. Let's start this video. Before I start the video, as always, Aerodrome community and this time also alienbase community, make some noise. Let me know down in the comments which project are you more bullish on. Every single type of engagement matters. Comments, likes, the more people engage, the more people are going to see this video, the better it's going to be for us, okay, us holders. So let's start. Let's stop wasting time. Let's jump straight into it. Today I want to cover a couple things here. First things first, Aerodrome. Aerodrome is dominating the space, and I want to show you some metrics here that clearly shows you the path of success here of Aerodrome in the Coinbase base ecosystem. Also with that, where alienbase here is thriving and why alienbase actually might be a true contender of Aerodrome here in the long term, of course, price action of the Aerodrome and ALB token, and where we might be heading here in the short term. And also something new today, this time a low cap meme coin actually. As you guys know here, meme coins are a part of the cycle, whether you like it or not. One meme coin with massive upside potential, base meme coin actually, where I'll cover the risks and the upside potential, so stay tuned. Starting off with Aerodrome here, our thesis was that Aerodrome is the #1 representation of the base token basically. As you know here, base doesn't have a token, and this thesis actually came to full force. As you can see, $70 billion in volume here. Congratulations to Aerodrome. This is a huge success, and actually most people are still sleeping on this ecosystem, believe it or not. Most people are in like Ethereum, other projects, or Solana here at this point, but this is actually a good thing, as you can position yourself still. You still have time to position yourself in this token. As I personally think we have a lot of upside potential. As you can see here, as basis liquidity engine, Aerodrome empowers protocols, traders, LPs, and voters to drive the ecosystem growth together here. So congratulations if you are an Aerodrome holder. Now again, the token price, of course, is not really reflected here in the success yet, but I think this repricing will come here sooner or later, and my price predictions you know by now. Aerodrome has the potential here to at least reach 5 to, actually also the bullish case here, if the mania phase comes into full force, up to $20 in my personal opinion. So metric wise, this is actually backed. Okay, so this thesis is actually backed by it. Metric wise, it makes sense for the Aerodrome token to reprice here in the future and to reach high valuations. And of course, this is super important. The project is doing what the project is intended to do. Pretty simple here. Taking a look at that, also big players are accumulating Aerodrome. As you can see here, Coinbase Ventures is building an Aerodrome position, and also Crypto Haze. He's an OG in the crypto space. He was one of the founders of a big exchange back then. Is also building an Aerodrome position here with 300K. Also politicians, many big players, smart money is dabbling into Aerodrome. And of course, that's a positive sign here. So the future of Aerodrome, absolutely bright. Of course, we have to see where Bitcoin is heading here in the short term. Is Bitcoin going to have one more retracement here to the downside, which is possible? Doesn't mean that the bull cycle is over, but retracements or corrections are possible. And of course, if Bitcoin corrects, altcoins will also correct. But so we have to see in the short term, is there more volatility to the downside possible, or are we finally slowly but surely creeping into this altcoin cycle, altcoin mania phase, where those projects also like Aerodrome can finally catch real bid here, where 2x's happen in a month here. You will notice once this happens, if this is your first cycle. And also with alienbase here, the path is the same. Well, of course, the token is much lower market cap and much smaller, the project itself. The path is the same, and the path is simply success on the right move here basically. Not only token wise, as you might have known here or recently noticed, the token actually performed pretty well here in the recent weeks, but also I know from the devs and from the development side of things are moving in the right direction. Team is building, super important. I'm extremely bullish on the alienbase team, and also TVL wise, as you can see here, we are basically at all-time highs. Super impressive. And also here, as you can see in the base ecosystem, if you zoom out, monthly change, absolutely impressive for alienbase. So for people that were critics here of alienbase, let the numbers speak for themselves here. I think alienbase is on a great road to success here. And again, the market cap still tiny here, so the upside potential super impressive. And I truly believe here, alienbase is one of the best risk to reward plays here currently in the base ecosystem. And I think the token itself has massive upside potential. Not financial advice, I can be wrong, but this is what I'm currently betting on, and I'm extremely bullish on alienbase, of course. Now taking a look at the price action of both tokens here, as you can see here, just like I said here in my recent alienbase update, I was not expecting a massive crash from this crazy parabolic run. I was expecting sideways consolidation, and this is basically what is happening right now. This is super positive to see here. We're not seeing people taking all the chips off the table. This is simply sideways consolidation here, and now these high prices here are basically the new norm for people. And still, just like I said here, the market cap is still tiny here, so my upside potential minimum, in my personal opinion, this still has a 10x minimum in it. Of course, again, not financial advice, I can be wrong, but taking a look at this market cap here for this type of project doesn't really make sense here. So lots of room to go to the upside. And again, the chart looks actually constructive here. Of course, those times here, and more importantly, those times here are over. Those are the true believers here, conviction holders, people who were in the discords believing in the project no matter what. Those people right now are sitting well. They have been rewarded. As with everything in life, guys, if you have conviction and if you stick to your rules here and if you stick to your conviction, you will be rewarded in the crypto space. So this is how it goes here. But again, alienbase here looks decent to me. You can consider this here some sort of bull flag or some sort of symmetrical triangle, which usually has a resolution to the upside, but we'll have to see here day by day and week by week, and especially again, where and when finally this Bitcoin liquidity will trickle down into altcoins. Same story here, we're gonna take a look at Aerodrome. Aerodrome, guys, yes, at this point, I understand if you're frustrated, despite the fact that Aerodrome had crazy returns here from last year. I understand that holders or buyers of Aerodrome that bought towards the top or even bought down here are slowly but surely starting to get bored here, especially while meme coins are pumping left or right every week here. But this is exactly the trap you are not supposed to fall into. Have conviction, hold your position if you have conviction in this project, and then you will be rewarded later, sooner or later. Again, we are currently at the level here that is important in my personal opinion, testing it at support. This level of around $1.30, $1.27 here is important, as it is acting currently as support, and this might simply be just a retest here of this level before we finally have this second repricing leg to the upside. So if you're bullish on the project, I showed you the metrics here. All you have to do is patience. If you are in massive profits, guys, some people are already in life-changing profits. Make sure to take profits off the table, guys. Believe me, this right now, at this moment, go to Aerodrome, take profits, take some off the table. You will not regret it. Nobody went poor taking profits. Why is that? Because black swans are a thing, political nightmares are a thing, seasonality, like nobody knows where the cycle is going. Everybody is expecting up. And yes, while the cycle actually is looking very promising to go to the upside here, you can be wrong. Most people can be wrong. Most people did not expect black swan events to happen. This is why they're called black swan events. So if you have life-changing money already secured in your portfolio, make sure to take some of the table. Not financial advice, but either way, upside potential also for Aerodrome. Again, you know my price predictions, and for me this chart actually looks decent here. Nothing to worry about. Not financial advice. All right, covering the low cap meme coin, and as always, disclaimer, guys, this is a high risk play. Okay, pretty simple. This has nothing to do with Aerodrome, nothing to do with alienbase. This is simply a meme coin type of gamble play, but with that in hand again comes a lot of upside potential. And as you know here, this cycle has a huge, undeniably huge meme coin narrative, and I think the base coin meme coin narrative wave will come into full force here in the next couple of weeks and months, and you have to position yourself correctly in order to reap the benefits if it happens here. And this is why I was searching for meme coins here, and most meme coins, successful meme coins on base, are already over 100 million market cap, where it doesn't really make sense to invest in it, in my personal opinion. At most you're getting a 5x, and at this point, if you want a 5x play, I would just simply stick to the OGs here in the top 10 crypto market cap and not dabble with meme coins. And so if I want to buy meme coins, I want a meme coin that is low market cap, high risk, and also with that comes high upside potential. And this is exactly why I chose this token. Again, I'm holding this token, and yes, also I'm in contact with the team. full transparency as always. And I want to remind you here, this was actually the PEG token from my last video from the protocol POC. This is when I covered this token, and as you can see here, we pumped like crazy. Also very bullish on this protocol. Not a meme coin, actually a lot of upside potential, and also very promising protocol. Just a nice side note here. Which project am I talking about? I'm talking about BEPE. Okay, so this is kind of a BEPE clone here on base. Why I'm so bullish on it, I will cover shortly. But the grand scheme of things is just simply, this is the BEPE of base. Long story short. And also with that, this actually has some sort of utility which I found super interesting here, and I'll show you shortly. And as you can see here, the Twitter, always a good sign. If Dope Oxide is following them, it's always a good sign here. So shout out to Dope. So BEPE here, why BEPE? As you can see here, this is a low market cap token. So with a lot of upside potential, the liquidity makes sense here. So it's not gonna be here some sort of liquidity rug where you make some gains and cannot even take profits here because the liquidity is not there. And also, again, the biggest factor is again, the market cap, the risk to reward for this market cap is just simply right for me. And the narrative here, as BEPE, the original BEPE, will most probably reach crazy valuations here in the cycle. People will search for derivatives for that, and also on base, and especially on base here. I think this is a great option here. So BEPE, make sure you're buying the right one if you want to buy the right one. Very important. There's, I'm sure, plenty tokens here. This is the right one right here with this market cap. And as you can see here, this is not only just a meme coin, it has some sort of utility which I really found interesting here. BEPE is a dynamic social DeFi platform powered by the BEPE token. At the ecosystem, you will find a customizable launchpad for project, complete with adjustable tax rates, staking options, which I find super interesting. You can actually stake your BEPE here and earn yield on it, which you don't see too often, which I'm always a fan of. If there is one way to increase your position size without adding any additional funds, this is always a plus for me. Always, of course, guys, make sure to pick the right option here. I personally wouldn't pick any option above 28 days. This is the crypto space. This is a meme token, and a lot of things can change here in 2 months. So make sure to pick the right option. But again, super interesting concept. The narrative is right in my personal opinion. It is a BEPE derivative. It is on base, and more importantly here, the market cap makes sense where the upside potential is actually attractive here if this play comes into full force. So we'll have to see where it goes. The chart, of course, this already was at a much higher market cap valuation, but as you know here, the summer months were terrible, especially for the base ecosystem plays. So I expect here a recovery, and this is why I'm personally betting on BEPE here. This is actually my only base meme coin token that I'm holding. So this is my play. You don't have to follow me. Make sure to understand the risks. This is a low market cap again. This can go to 100%. I don't think it will, but it is a possibility. So make sure to understand the risks. As always, guys, as always with everything, do your own research. Super important. Be bullish on yourself. That yields the most returns. And the most important thing is, as always, don't get wrecked.
Giving up from blue tops like Mars Simpson, just hard discipline, pot simmering, cooking up, no rocks in the pan, watching the plane form in the sand, bidding castles out of thoughts in our head, late nights, no sleep in my bed, trying to see my dreams manifest.